The second Belt and Road Forum for International Cooperation has opened in Beijing. Chinese President Xi Jinping said in a keynote speech at the opening ceremony that over the past 5 years, the Belt and Road Initiative has made concrete progress on major projects, pushed plans from blueprints into realities, and provided new opportunities and territories for both Chinese and world development.
从亚欧大陆到非洲
From the Eurasian continent to Africa, the Americas, and Oceania, Belt and Road cooperation has boosted global economic growth, produced new platforms for international trade and investment, and offered new ways for improving global economic governance. It helps improve people's livelihoods in countries involved, and has become an opportunity for common prosperity.
机遇之路、繁荣之路。
She said in the future, pushing for high-quality development of the initiative is essential, and he stressed the importance of green development and innovation in Belt and Road projects.
我们将继续实施共建“一带一路”科技创新行动计划。
China will continue to carry out Belt and Road's Science, Technology, and Innovation Action Plan, and will work with our partners to pursue major initiatives, namely the Science and Technology, People-to-People Exchange Initiatives, the Joint Laboratory and Science Initiative, and the Technology Transfer Initiative.
转移4大举措。
President Xi also announced a number of new measures that will further open up China's market. These included allowing foreign capital into more sectors, better protecting intellectual property rights, and increasing imports of goods and services. The Chinese president pledged to further lower tariffs and remove non-tariff barriers. He said China will steadily open up its market and acquire more high-quality products from all over the world.
Birthday party, Navy style. And China's Navy is showing how far it's come to its 70 years. The secrets of its nuclear submarines. The debut of the latest 10,000-ton type 055 class destroyer. The high-flying presentation of the Navy's own Air Force, as well as the battle group of China's first aircraft carrier. 32 Chinese warships sail past in different groups, while 39 aircraft fly over in various echelons. It's a display of the Navy's priorities in transformation, joint operations among different branches, and building a combat-ready blue water force. President Xi Jinping is on board one of China's Type 052D class guided missile destroyers to review the parade. There are also 18 foreign vessels from 13 countries. Although their numbers aren't high and types are new, they're testament to China's improved relations with the neighboring navies. And though many major maritime powers, including the United States, didn't send any ships, their representatives are here to observe. China hopes the Qingdao multinational activities, including this fleet review, can strengthen cooperation on maritime issues.
The growing confidence of the PLA Navy in a crucial progress in becoming a maritime power has brought about this unprecedented transparency. The world is closely watching the role of the PLA Navy will play in maritime security in a shared future.
Amazon announced that it plans to close its domestic marketplace business in China by July 18th. Shoppers will no longer be able to buy goods from local retailers via Amazon. The world's largest e-commerce site entered China in 2004, but few Chinese buyers ever had much use of it.
I seldom use Amazon. It's not convenient. I don't like the interface.
I don't think I need anything on Amazon. I just use Taobao. I've gotten used to it.
Data from eMarket show that Amazon's market share reached over 15% in 2008, but then started to fall and was only 0.7% last year. Industry insiders say that Amazon failed to differentiate itself from other sites, and so gradually lost its Chinese consumers.
There are many other small vertical players that are snatching share from the top 5 online retailers, especially in categories like skincare and color cosmetics. In comparison, Amazon failed to deliver its competitive edge.
Though Amazon will halt sales of domestic products, the e-commerce giant is still interested in China's cross-border business. Amazon says its cross-border shopping site will remain open to Chinese users, but that it will continue to invest and grow here.
Amazon's cross-border channel and its Prime membership was strategically the right move, and is still the growing and profitable piece of business within the group. For consumers with high spending power in China, they have a wide range of choices in terms of platforms when they're looking for imported brands. Share similar user persona with Amazon, and they're all very active in retaining frequent users through loyalty programs.
China's demand for foreign products is huge, of course. Data from research company analysis show that sales made on China's cross-border e-commerce sites reached almost 8 trillion yuan last year. But major market players that have the largest market shares here are still domestic companies.
He won by a landslide. Volodymyr Zelensky, a popular comic actor with no previous government experience, has a new role to play for the Ukrainian people. He will now be their president, and Ukraine has a lot of challenges ahead. Many Ukrainians feel that the military standoff with Russia in the east of the country is one of the most important issues they face.
I think when the war stops, everything will improve. The country can develop when there is a war.
On the eve of his victory, Zelensky pledged that he would wage an information war to stop the hostilities in Donbass, but gave no further details.
Sociology shows that the war is the main problem, and the president will have to give promises and make decisions that society will or will not support.
To address the country's long-standing corruption concerns, Zelensky says he will overhaul law enforcement and strip lawmakers and judges of legal immunity. The country's economy is also struggling. Taxes and utilities are high, while salaries and pensions are low. Zelensky plans to do what is needed to maintain economic stability and stay on course with Ukraine's IMF program. Yet the most pressing challenge for Zelensky is the government itself. The country's parliament is divided, and without a strong coalition partner, Zelensky will face a difficult time getting changes approved.
I believe Zelensky will succeed, but I don't think he'll be able to do anything before the end of summer with the current parliament. He needs his own team to support his ideas.
Parliamentary elections take place in October, but there's no guarantee a more Zelensky-favorable outcome will emerge.
We see a generation of new Ukraine that is ready to live in an open, democratic country, taking responsibility and being politically active. But there are many institutions that are still on Soviet rails.
One thing is certain, the people of Ukraine want change. However, it will take a lot for the showman Zelensky to prove that he is the man to bring them that change.
Tonight, Mohammed al-Siddiq will bring the theatre back to Benghazi. Ahead of the opening night of Darkness Came to You, his own creation, the director is nervous. It's been years since the last show here. This place has been rebuilt around the rubble of a devastating war. The opening of the play is the opening of a conversation, the moment we're able to hear each other again. It is a chance to see the pain of our citizens, the return of life. Now they can transmit that critical message without fear of reprisal. That is something, but it's not all they fought for.
Outside this theatre, on the streets, the military presence has melted away in recent months. In many ways, it's more stable than it's been here in many years. And yet the cost of war is still very apparent. Benghazi is struggling to rebuild.
Those of fighting age who aren't dead are looking forward now. Ahmed Ben Musa's opened this entrepreneurs hub to support them.
call for the same things? Yeah, I do, but had I known the stakes, had I known the penalty that everybody had to pay, I don't know. I really don't know.
Peace, a chance to laugh, perform, that is all welcome. But the hopes of the revolution haven't been forgotten.